Hey everyone, did you ever think that the prices of cars on forecourts that are sold in the UK, did you ever think that the price of cars were a bit expensive? I'm starting to understand why. That's what we're talking about today. High Peak Autos, great channel. Let me put a screenshot up of their homepage. He's a lovely guy. He sells cars on a forecourt somewhere in the north of England. I forget where, but he's a great guy. There's a lot you can learn from him. Actually, I'm in the wrong lane. There we are. That's better. And he uses AUTOTRADER to advertise his cars. And ultimately, over the last year of 2025, he's calculated how much he's paid to AUTOTRADER. And the total amount for his small to medium-sized car forecourt is £70,000 plus. So he's paying £70,000, which means he has to pass on that £70,000 to the vehicles that he's selling. So really, he needs to sell at least 1.5 cars a week to sustain, £500 per car. Now, I appreciate that he may well sell more than 1.5 cars per week. Yes. And I know he's been going through a bit of a tough time over the last few months. And that's understandable, with no one spending money for whatever reason it is. We're not going to elaborate on what reason people are not spending the money. If you want to comment on that, feel free, comment below. But I came into IT. I've been working in IT, and we're going to come on to that in a minute. I've been working in IT for well over 40 years. Yeah, I started playing around in IT when I was a young kid. And fortunately, I've been lucky enough to go through that journey or career or whatever you want to call it. But we will come back onto that in a few minutes, so stay with me. And I started off the impression that IT was meant to make things less expensive, cheaper. But if he's having to pay with his small business £72,000 a year to be on AUTOTRADER, then something's gone wrong. He has a small business in a community which would have normally supplied vehicles to that community, but now we've gone wild and gone global. He now can advertise on AUTOTRADER each of the vehicles and whatever. And he freely admits, and I'll put a link in the description to the video, he freely admits that he thinks he gets about 30% trade from AUTOTRADER. And he's now going through the quandary of whether he should continue with AUTOTRADER or not. And the fact that AUTOTRADER also bring in the ecosystem where they provide him a website and all that good stuff for his particular business, High Peak Autos. And this is where it's all going wrong in IT. And where people are just looking around for cars to buy the next car, and really they should be going down to their local forecourt where the local dealer is selling these cars and buying locally, which we don't do anymore, which is absolutely bizarre. And that's so sad. And that money, amongst other bills that he gets in his business, has to be passed on to the consumer, yeah? The purchaser of said cars. And no wonder cars are expensive on a forecourt. You see 10, 15-year-old cars with what appear to be crazy prices. And I suppose the secondary effect of that is, let's say someone sees their car on a forecourt at their sort of age of car, and they see it at £5,000, let's say, then they advertise their car privately on Marketplace, let's just say as an example, at £4,500, which is just overpriced. Yeah, they're just overpriced vehicles, and this perpetuates with cars that are just too expensive, even second hand, even when they're 10 years old, when they're 15 years old. I hate to imagine how much my Mercedes would go up on a forecourt. I think it's worth £3,000. I suspect it'd go between £4,000 and £6,000 based on the costs of AUTOTRADER if it was on a forecourt. Yeah. And what we're doing is we're actually paying third parties, constantly paying third parties to market our goods, where in the past people would walk past in the community and see a particular car on a forecourt and show interest in that car, and then you'd talk to the guy that owns the forecourt or salesman or whatever, and you'd build up some kind of rapport. He or she would then try to understand what type of car you're looking for, and then the car that you were looking at may not be the right car for you, and they would help you and to find the most appropriate vehicle for you. I'm just thinking, I'd love to know what your thoughts are. Have we gone the wrong way? I fear we have, and I find it very, very sad. Talking about technology, this is where I come into play. I've had emails from a number of people who have reached out to me, and they've asked for support in using Microsoft Office like Word or Excel and things like that. So I'm thinking of starting a business of giving you one-on-one support when you're having difficulties understanding how to use Microsoft Office or Microsoft Project or Microsoft Visio to get your work done, be that at university, be that at your workplace. So I've been helping these people and charging them a fair price, and they've been happy. And more importantly, they've come back for more. So I'm now going to start offering this as a service to you. Do you need help? Do you need help making videos in DaVinci Resolve or some other editing tool? Get in touch with me. Here's the email that you can get in touch with me, and I'll reach out to you, and then what we'll do is we'll connect together using Zoom or whatever, and then I will show you how to do what you are wanting to do in the most easiest way possible for you to remember, so you can build up your knowledge. Just reach out to me via email. It's going to be great. 2026, it's going to be absolutely fantastic. So I'm happy to offer consultancy. You know, I've been working in IT. My main skills really are database architect and project management delivery. But there is an opportunity where people are demanding some of my time for education in Microsoft Office. Tell me what your needs are. Send me an email. What do you think to AUTOTRADER? What do you think to AUTOTRADER charging £72,000 to High Peak Autos for the year? And he has to recoup that money in the transactions of the sales of the cars, etc. £72,000 for advertising seems a lot of money. Don't know what your thoughts are, but you tell me. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like the video. Drive safely. Ride safely. And if you found this interesting, don't forget to give it a like and share to your friends. Have a great Christmas and a great New Year. This will be coming out just before the New Year. I hope you've had a great time, and 2026 hopefully is going to be a great year. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.